We're back again. We are back. I have been wanting to film this video for so long. And well, not so long. I guess since the beginning of October, I don't know. I always see people's videos of their October and like November, they're like fall TBR. I suck at doing TBRs, but I wanted to do one because I feel like I want to just immerse myself in like fall books and just the whole fall spooky vibe. I've never really done that before, and I feel like it's the perfect year. I went to Connecticut like a couple weeks ago, and just the fall vibes there, immaculate. But in New York right now, it's foggy. So it's like, what is this? Let's just get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into the fall TBR. I have a little mix, a mix of just romance, like dark romance. Because when I think of fall, what do we think of when we think of fall? I think of just the trees, the red and orange, just kind of like spooky and chill, but also just beautiful. Just that vibe, that crisp vibe, and a little darkness too. So I have a mix of dark romance, dark academia, which I feel like you think of fall and you think that New England town, and just some YA horror, and I'm really excited to go through these. I'm gonna start off with the couple of just YA kind of horror that I have been wanting to read. I actually started The Weight of Blood last night, and it's by Tiffany D. Jackson. First of all, I love this cover. Second of all, it's kind of like a Carrie retelling, or at least like a Carrie inspiration, or inspired by Carrie. And I love Tiffany D. Jackson. I've read Grown by her, and I absolutely love that book. And when I saw this, I was like, I have to get it. I just love this cover. But I started it last night and I'm already really liking it. So I don't love to go in reading summaries. So I have to like read the summary and see, yeah. So it's not a spoiler for whatever I give away, but so that's one of them. And then I also have White Smoke by Tiffany D. Jackson. I feel like she's been writing horror lately, and I'm here for it. Like I said in my last video, I love horror written by Black people, and White Smoke and The Weight of Blood are just like, to me, the perfect ones. The thing I love about A Weight of Blood is I didn't read the summary for this, but the whole opening scene is just like about her hair and how she can't get it wet. She's white, but she can't get it wet because then people would know, and they would know that she has, you know, that drop of blood, that black blood in her sorry, I just realized what the title means. I'm so excited to continue reading this. Well, here she is. Just wanted to be in the video, of course. And then I want to read The Getaway. I got sent this by, I want to say, Scholastic, and I'm really excited to read this. I think I talked about this in my last video, but just the cover looks amazing, and it did come out in September 20th, where October. Yeah, so it came out last month. So I'm really excited to read that one. She's literally just hanging out. These next books are a mix of kind of like thrillers that I kind of want to read. Just some things that I think of, like, when I think of fall, I think of just like kind of these thrillers. And so I actually already started this one, Wrong Place, Wrong Time. This takes place the beginning takes place, I think, in October, November. So it is like fall because we talk about pumpkins and Halloween. So this is taking place during that time, during the time we're in now, fall. And I'm actually almost done. I started this a while ago. I was really excited to read this, and I'm not loving it. I'll just say that, but I think the concept is really interesting. It's like a time travel thriller, and I think that's really interesting, and that's what brought me in. So I'm excited to see like kind of how it ends. I have my issues with it, but you know, it's doing what it's supposed to do, I guess. Then I got this sent in the mail to me. It's called Such Sharp Teeth by Rachel Harrison. I never read Crackle, but it says a werewolf novel, and I love werewolves. So I love werewolves and vampires. I don't think there's vampires in here, but that'd be kind of cool if there were. I don't know why I think of werewolves, vampires together. Probably because of Twilight, obviously. But her blurbers are really good. Paul Tremblay, Alexis Henderson. I like Alexis Henderson, so I'm excited to read this. I don't even know what this is about, to be honest. A young woman in need of a transformation finds herself in touch with the animal inside in this gripping, incisive novel from the author of Cackle and The Return. Oh, The Return! I remember that book. I remember it, people saying it was really disturbing or that it was really good. I have to read that one, but I'm excited to read this. I also have Jennifer McMahon's The Children on the Hill. I've read a couple books by her. The Drowning, is that one what's called? That was a long time ago. I think I read 2 of her books last year, and I really liked the first one I read by her. I don't remember, it's about like the haunted house, and they're like building this like haunted house. They're building a house, but like the house is kind of haunted. So I really want to read more by her. I know she wrote The Winter People, but I haven't read The Winter People yet. But this is her newest book. Oh, The Drowning Kind, that was the one. That one was okay. But I, again, read the other one about the house, but The Children on the Hill. I like this cover. I also have The Hacienda. This is like, it's just the scary, atmospheric, gorgeous gothic. It's like a gothic novel. And I think that could be fun for this season. It's a beautiful cover again. It says Mexican Gothic meets Rebecca in this debut supernatural suspense novel. I'm gonna say it, I didn't love Mexican Gothic, but I'm more excited to read this. I was excited to read Mexican Gothic, but it didn't vibe with me, which is fine. I also got House of Hunger by Alexis Henderson. I'm really excited to read this. I started reading The Year of the Witching. I didn't get a chance to finish it, but this one sounds awesome. It says, wanted, blood made of exceptional taste, must have a keen proclivity for life's finer pleasures. Girls of weak need not apply. And then it says, a young woman is drawn into the upper echelons of a society where blood is power in this dark and enthralling gothic novel from the author of The Year of the Witching. This sounds awesome. Like, this sounds dark and vampire-esque, and this is the kind of book that I want to be reading, honestly. Okay, so then I have some books that are more, I don't know, it's like a mix of dark academia, just some like random ones. So the first one, The Ex-Hex. I've heard people say this is like really good fall book. It's like a witchy romance, and I've heard such good things about this. So I just broke down and bought it the other day, and as you can see, the receipt's still in it. But I'm excited to read that. I love romance, obviously, and I've heard good things about this, so I'm excited to read that. Then I have The Dutch House. I know this is random. I've never read anything by Anne Patchett, but I think I found this at, a used bookstore for like $4. And I think it takes place on Thanksgiving. I'll see what it's all about. To me, it kind of reminds me of, in the vein of This Is Where You Left Me. That kind of like family coming together and family drama. I mean, This Is Where You Left Me is like, this is how you left me, or this is where you left me. This is where you leave me. That one like is dealing with death. I don't know if that's what this is about. I think it's dealing with Thanksgiving. So we'll see. I just heard that it takes place around Thanksgiving, so that's why I included it. Then I have The Night Circus. Okay, so this is like, this one to me is really random, but I've heard people love this book so much, and I've never read it. It's a circus, and it just kind of has that like fall vibe. Trust me, I went online and I looked up a bunch of like fall reading lists, and this one was on it. So, and I had this one, and so I love like things about circuses. So I don't know. The last book I read about a circus was Water for Elephants. That was a long time ago. But I feel like I've been trying to find books like that for so long, and I haven't found really anything about a circus. So I'm gonna read this one. Then I have Ali Smith Autumn. I feel like this stack of books is just so random, but man, she's just getting crazy. She just loves to be on camera. But I have Ali Smith's Autumn. We are in autumn. And I think this starts her, like there's four in this set or quartet that she has. So Autumn is the first one. Yeah, the first installment of Ali Smith's seasonal quartet. And if I read this and I like it, I want to read each book in the season that they're actually like about. So then I can get more of like the vibes from it. This is when I think about autumn, fall. This is like the perfect little, the red and the orange trees, and love it. Then I have some favorites, some darlings that I have never read, but I know people absolutely love them. And the first one is Donna Tartt's The Secret History. I have only heard lots of things about this and good things. I don't know if it'll be for me. I have never read The Goldfinch. I've never read anything by Donna Tartt, but Dark Academia, I've wanted to read this, and I've been trying, well, I haven't started, but I've been trying to like figure out how to fit this into like a reading schedule, but so maybe I'll get to it this fall. And I have If We Were Villains, another Dark Academia. I love Shakespeare, and I feel like this one will be right up my alley. If there are like Shakespeare references, I mean, I have a Shakespeare tattoo, a quote from Hamlet, but like if this is just filled with Shakespeare references, I know I'm gonna love it. And then lastly, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I've heard mixed things about this. I've heard mixed things, and I've heard a lot of criticism about it. It's been sitting on my shelf for a while, so I thought, why not try it out? I've heard it's so slow, and that's what makes me nervous, because I'm not good with like just a kind of like slow book. I don't know, we'll see. One of the criticisms I heard was there are like 0 Black people in this book, or 0 people of color. So I mean, that'll be interesting. It's literally France 1714. I also don't like historical novels, so we'll see. I'm intrigued by this. I'm intrigued by the hype around this book. Usually hyped books really like scare me, but this one, I haven't seen hype for this book, for a book like this, in a long time. And so I feel like I wanna give it a try. I would love to give it a try. Lastly, the stack we've really all been waiting for, the dark romance. I love the rise of dark romance. I love that it's like a thing now, and it's just a whole community, and I love it. So I grabbed a couple dark romances off my shelves that I haven't read before, or that I haven't like, that I've just kind of been, that's been sitting there, and I'm like, when am I gonna get to these? And so let's go through them. I have more, but I just like picked these because they really give off the like dark, just Halloween spooky, just dark, fucked up vibe. And I think there's a lot of darkness that can come with Halloween. And so, yeah, so we'll just get into it. First book, The Ritual. I've heard amazing things. I've heard it's very dark, and I mean, considering literally there's upside down crosses, this is going to be very dark, and I'm here for it. I'm scared, but I'm ready. A dark college romance. Oh God. It says she is to serve and obey him. He will protect and own her. Oh man, I can tell this is going to be crazy. Then I have Corrupt. To be honest, this just gives me like friggin' horror, scary vibes because of the cover, the skulls. And I think all of the books have some kind of like creepy thing on it. I think one though has like a carousel on it, so I don't know how creepy that is. But this is just, I don't even know what this is about. Like I'm gonna like I don't even know what this is about. But there's the word nightmares. Your nightmares will come true. And it's called the Devil's Night series. So it's perfect for spooky season. Then I have Sophie Lark Duet, There Are No Saints and There Is No Devil. I think it's called like the Sinner's Duet, I think, but it's about a serial killer. It's about serial killers. Serial killer romance. I think that idea of serial killer romance is wild. It's wild, but I've heard great things about this. I've also read the Brutal Birthright series from Sophie Lark, so I already know that I like her writing. So I'm ready. I'm like ready to jump into these. I'm gonna say I don't love like the printing, like the way that there's all these spaces, but it will make for a faster read. So I'm excited to read that. And then the last one I have is Haunting Adeline. This is a stalker romance. The idea of stalker romances actually really freaks me out. The fact that this is like romanticized really freaks me out. But I've also heard really good things about it. So we'll see. I could be completely wrong and like have this not be a stalker romance, but it's giving spooky season. So I'm nervous. These dark romances make me actually nervous to read, but like excited at the same time. So that's pretty much it. That to me is a lot of books that I want to kind of read this fall. I mean, this is only like half of the stack. So this is like fall. This will be what, October? We're already almost into November. And then we're going to go into winter. But New York winter starts, that starts in like February. I don't know. It's weird. You'd think December, but December we're kind of like still in the rainy season, which is more fall. But once winter rolls around, it's time for me to start reading my winter romances, because I just love reading little cute contemporary romances during winter. It just warms my heart. So, we'll tackle this for the fall. We'll see how it goes. But if you made it this far, tell me what like you're reading for this fall. Like, tell me a book that you're like super excited about to read this fall, because I always need book recs, obviously. So, but thank you for staying this far. Subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. I'll put the links in the description and all that. So until next time,